Hi, friends. Welcome to Live at 5, Saturday version. Yeah, I know. I'm a day late and $1 short these days, but what else is new? I am actually here at 5 o'clock, give or take. I never show up on Saturdays, but I missed Thursday. I missed Friday, and I was determined to get this great, cute little card class in for you. So, and for me, because I've been working on it for a week. Anyway, actually, that's not even true. Been gathering ideas for over a week and then putting the pieces into place. This is the last few days because it's the new bundle. So let's go ahead and get started. Be sure to say hello in the comments. Where are you watching from? My name is CherylWright. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from northeastern Montana. Just in case you didn't know that, I better tell you. And I love to inspire people one project at a time. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to just go through some of the promotions and things that Stampin' Up! Has going on right now. While we wait for a couple more people maybe to join us. Maybe not. You can catch us on the replay. But I'm just going to share a couple of the ideas. Hi, Shirley. How is North Dakota today? So right now, Stampin' Up! I heard this phrased earlier today, like, if you're familiar with Kohl's Cash, that's what this is. This is Stampin' Up's version of Kohl's Cash. Let me see. My lights are kind of wonky today. Oh, there's that. I don't know. So if you spend this month, you get next month. So if you spend $50 this month, you get $5 next month. So that is that. Online exclusives could go fast. This cute little truck punch. This cute little truck punch. That's what we're using tonight. Anyway, they ran out of stamps before they ran out of the punch. So they're making more stamps. It should be available this week. That's why I knew I had to get this class done this week. And the hair, I apologize for the hair. It's just what it is. Anyway, there are several online exclusives available. You can do that really quick with your camera on replay or whatever else. Scan the QR code. It will take you right to it. You can also, there's also a banner that scrolls across the top. There are several new products. The clearance rack was refreshed last week, so there's new things there. Here is the current host code, and you'll get to see that in a little bit also. I guess I could put the link down here for those of you in my group. Nope. Yeah, you in my group, you don't get to see it, but if you are on YouTube or on my Facebook page, excuse me, you can just click on this link if you are interested in anything I show you tonight. So, if you're in my group, don't forget to be working on your summer Stampin' Bingo. And there are new kits. There's the latest kit, the Blossom Wishes kit. And I do not have the latest paper pumpkin out. It switched a couple days ago, and I have not got it printed up, but I will next time. You have a whole month to order that. And let me see here. Not sure what else to share with you, but this is an online exclusive. This is not in any catalog. This is the online exclusive that I am going to use tonight. And I can see I'm going to have a hard time with my camera just because I am going to, I'll try really hard. Anyway, so here's the host code. If you fall in love with things, it's CHSR3GAS. So there we go. And if you want any links to anything else, it's right here on my page, on my video. So trucking along, it's an online exclusive. That means it should last for a while, but who knows how long it really will last. So we're going to use it now while we can. They ran out of the stamp set. There are more that are due the week of July 17th, which is this coming week. So I will put it on my Facebook page. I will put it in my newsletter. So if you'd like to subscribe to my newsletter, right here, go there, click subscribe, and I will put an email out as soon as I see that there are more there. I checked this morning and it was still on unavailable, but they're making more. They make their stamps in Utah. So yeah. So let's go ahead. I have 5 projects to share with you today. And I'm going to share, there are 3 of them are card projects. I think I'm going to share this cute little punch ideas. I have 2 little punch ideas. I had someone ask me how to make this. I did use this in my advertisement. And so we're going to go ahead and start there. So I did punch a couple out just to get us going, but I do need to stamp first. So just got some real red paper, and I'm not going to color this in. So all I have is the truck, and he is very crooked, and that's going to annoy me. I know. I've used it for days like that, but on camera. Okay. So let's go ahead. I'm going to ink up one of the, actually I'm going to ink up 2. Actually, I'm only going to do 1 though. I just changed my mind again. I know. See how I am? But I know there's extras. So if I were to do one on top of the other, it wouldn't punch well, but I can do 1 at each end. That's when I changed my mind. So this past 2 weeks has been absolutely crazy. How have you all been doing? I did not get my video made at all last week, so by gosh, there was no way I was missing this week, even if I had to do it 2 nights late. So this is the punch. This is the Truckin' Along Builder Punch, and it's the little pickup. So turn it upside down, feed it in. Do you see these little things right here? That's why I didn't stack the 2 stamps together. Kind of line it up. Not kind of, line it up. You can save the pieces for another project later if you want. And I'm going to go ahead and, oh, I forgot to get my paper ready for this other part. So we'll do the simple one first. So when I do vendor shows, I like to have a little something for the kids. I am a retired teacher, and so I'm always looking to give the kids a little something. There. I was locking instead of unlocking. Yeah, whatever. So this is what I would use this for. I would say, hey kids, do you want a bookmark? And all I do is take and sandwich 2 together. And this is what I will use when I go to vendor shows, as long as this is available. I've done this with the Santa punch. I've done this with all kinds of punches. And I usually do punches because they're quick and easy. Oh, last year I used the Scotty dog. And I would just say, hey kids, do you want a bookmark? And then they get a bookmark. And if I can, I put my information on them. So, you know, in case they want to make some of their own, they know how to get in touch with me. So here you go. There is a little bookmark. Now you could color those in or do whatever, but now it's a little bookmark they can use to slide over their page. So let me grab my catalog. Let me grab a catalog and I can show you what I mean. So this is quick project number 1. So with the adhesive just at the top, makes a great little bookmark. Ta-da! Project number 1 done. Okay, so I'm going to set that up there. The next one was that cute little candy holder. Now the candy that I'm going to use is going to be a little different than one that I saw. So, okay, I need, let me see here. I've got it written down. Oh no, I've got it written down some on the scrap paper. Just a second. So I'm going to do 2.5 by 2 on my scrap paper. 2.5 by 2. All right. 2.5 by 2 is the piece of paper that I'm using. And I'm going to score it. I don't know what I used. Oh, yes, I do. Okay. I'm going to score it at the half. So all the way around, I'm going to score it halfway and half an inch all the way around. And then I remembered I need an extra piece. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that now, and you'll see why I'm doing it in a minute. I need 2 inches. Oh, I think this is 2 inches. Yeah, okay. So I need 2 inches by 1 inch. All right. And there we go. The rest I have all cut for you. I forgot to cut these. That's all right. And then we're going to score at 1/4 on each end. I know you're like, what is this for? Okay. Put the trimmer away. So we have our 2 pickups. We have this piece that is 2.5 by 2. We have this piece that is 1 by 2, scored at 1/4 of an inch on each end. So this is the piece we're going to talk about first. And we're just going to kind of not really crease them a lot. Isn't this truck set just absolutely adorable? I agree, Shirley. Anyway, and then I'm going to use some tear and tape because I love tear and tape, and it's decided to walk away. It was just here. Ay, ay, ay. Oh my word. I was just using it before. I have no idea which direction it went, besides my table. I hope I'm not alone in that, looking for your glasses while they're on your head kind of thing. Is it because we tried to do too much? I don't know. So we're going to put a piece of paper down the long side, tear and tape down the long piece. And you want it to go all the way. So if you're like me and cut it a little short, just add a little. All right. Next, I'm going to put the tear and tape away so I know where to find it next time. So you're going to cut here on the crease marks. There we go. And this piece actually can come off, my extra little piece. All right. So, and I'm going to also trim here. Just cut a little wedge on the end pieces. This I cut on the seam of the crease. Oh, do you have the smoke in North Dakota, Shirley? We have so much smoke from the fires in Canada. It's just absolutely disgusting outside. There's a little sun poking through right now, but it's the first sun we've seen in days. And I can't even see where it's poking through at. All right, so this is what I have. You can see I put my little notches in. Then we're going to peel the tear and tape off the ends. There we go. And I'm going to line this up and press. Line it up and press. I still have a little bit of tall sides. I must not be measuring correctly with my trimmer. It happens, doesn't it? All right. Okay. There we go. We were supposed to go to the lake today, but because of the smoke, we kind of bowed out, which means I wouldn't have gotten this done today. Summer is hard to schedule things. Okay, so here's my little box. I am going to trim that little piece there. I'm going to come at it from this side. I just have a little extra, so I'm giving it a little haircut right there. Not that it's going to tell, but it's just me. All right. So we have our little box. Now I want this to look more like it's in the bed of the pickup. So, yes, it's going to look weird from the front, but it'll look cute from the side. All right, so we're going to do the one that has the picture on it first, the stamped image. And I'm going to line it up with the box. There. Okay. So I lined it up with the box of the pickup back. I could even stamp on the back there. Oh, that would be so cute. So now I know which way the pickup's supposed to be going. That's not punched. Take this tear and tape off. And go over the top of it. You're lining it up with the box, but you're also going to try to line it up with the pickup. All right. So now you have this cute little candy box. And it fits a Hershey nugget. Let me grab one. I had to steal some out of my Christmas stash. So this one will fit a Hershey nugget. And then what's this paper, you ask? This is if you don't want the little nugget to show up. And you can just tuck it in there. You fold on the folds. And I should have stamped on this a little bit more before I ran with this. So my goal this week was not to use blends because I always grab my blends. So it's like, okay. So I challenged myself to not use blends. So this is a Stampin' Wright marker, and I'm using Stampin' Up! Wright markers tonight. So I am not going to get this all colored all pretty because I should have done it before. I was so excited to put it together. But there's that. Now in the back, you can put whatever you want. You can leave it. Let me bring it up closer. Isn't he cute? So this is my sample one. And I did stamp the Farm Fresh on there. And I did put some flowers in the back. So either way works. With the flowers or without. And with the Farm Fresh or without. I could finish coloring it. So there's my second project. Okay. So Bookmark was the first project. And then the second are little candy holders that you can either add a lot of work to or just color the tires. All right, so let's set those aside. So those are my quick and easy projects. Oh, my next project is a fairly simple one also. So here are all my pieces. This set features the one horse open sleigh, which is also an online exclusive. And this is some of the beautiful paper. I know, it's just absolutely gorgeous. And I will do card kits for this for orders as long as I can get this paper. So if it runs out, I can't do anything about it. I currently have enough for 6 more card kits, so we are good there. These are dies that I got from the Cheerful Daisy dies. So that's where I got those from. This is a piece of that paper, and I thought, oh, that's perfect to park a truck in front of. So let's go ahead and do some of this. Let's do some stamping. So I'm going to set those pieces aside right over there. If I ask you where I put them, tell me to the left. All right. So truck. We're going to do the truck. Because that's what it's all about today, is the truck. So now, one of the cool parts of this stamp set, let me double check and make sure I've got it clean, because I think I got all my stamps clean, but I'm not sure on a couple of them. A couple of them I didn't do a good job on, so I might have to wash a couple of them as I go. Okay, the cool part about this is you don't have to color the truck if you don't want to. Stampin' Up! Did it for you. So, I think we're going to go with a real red truck. All right. And make sure that's kind of ready to go. And then line it up as best you can. And stamp. Remember to have a pad underneath to get the best coverage with your photopolymer stamps. So there's my truck all colored. Is that pretty cool? All right, so there's that. And I can also do tires. And then the rest I'm on my own. But I figure if I do that much, I'm doing well. So if you see this stamp and it looks like a couple eyeballs, you could find a way to use it as a couple of eyeballs, but it's actually the tires. All right. There you have it. And I think from there, we're going to go ahead and punch. Now these extra pieces, this is the extra hubs for the wheels, and these are extra wheels and the window. So you can actually build this if you are not going to use the stamp part. So just another way to do it. I actually did not make any cards using it that way, but I should have. Very much so. So there's the truck that we're going to use for our little card. Then I'm also going to use the presents. I gotta find them. The presents. This is a fun little stamp. So the presents. I want to leave a little bit of room at the bottom because I'm going to have to glue it in there somehow. So there's the presents. And I'm also going to want the tree. So I think this will fit. That'll work. Okay, that's why I had this scrap out, so I don't need my scrap. Cool. And actually, as long as I have my ink out, I'm going to go ahead and stamp on this. And I'm going to stamp the wishing you a festive Christmas. And I'm using my grid lines to help me line it up. This is a very hard stamp to line up because one way it looks like it's too close to the top, one way it looks like it's too close to the bottom. So it's done. Done is better than perfect. Is that what we're going to? Yeah. So we're done with our stamping for the card. No, we're done with our black stamping for this card. Let me show you something cool about the rest. So we have a spruce tree. And we're going to go ahead and color the spruce tree with its little color me in quick stamp and the presents. Earlier I used the blue. Actually, I think I'm going to use the blue again. This is boho blue. It's one of our new colors, one of our new in colors. This only lasts for 2 years. But let me get the presents. Where are the presents? Uh-oh. I had them all here, ready to go. Ah, I remember what I did. I had to borrow a stamp. All right. So this is also the presents, but this is the one that colors in part of the gifts. So it just lines up and off you go. Pretty cool. All right, I need to not lose that stamp, so I'm going to go ahead and pick it up with a different block. Okay, so now we're going to cut these out. They're not hard to cut out. There is no punch for them. You just go ahead, but make sure you leave a little extra at the bottom so that you can glue this in the back of your pickup. That's how I do it. All right. Sounds like somebody's bowling upstairs or doing something. Can you hear it? Yes, my craft room is in the basement. So I never know what they're going to decide to do upstairs while I'm down here recording a live video. Who knows? Who knows? I usually only do 3 cards for my classes, but I had to show you that little truck candy box. And I had to show you my quick little bookmark idea if you have anything to do at all with children. Or you like bookmarks. All right, the presents are done. I probably should add a little more color to those. And give yourself a little bit of room to glue on the bottom of the tree. What color should I put with the blue? As you can tell, this is probably a Christmas in July card. It's never too early to start making cards for Christmas. And this is a fun set. I have 2 that are kind of Christmas related. This one's pretty much because of the winter snow and everything. But the other one you could color code however you wanted. If your people are purple lovers, you could just do purples or blues or pinks or orange or whatever color combination you could go with. All right, so now we have our trees, and let me grab, I told you I'm trying to learn how to use my Stampin' Wright markers. What color should I put with that blue? Blue and white, blue and I'm gonna do some blue and gold. Just a couple. Not gold. I think it's crushed curry. All right, Stampin' Up! Redesigned their markers. So these ends are better than they were before. A lot easier to use. And then this tip is a brush tip. And it always has been that. So what else am I going to put with the red? I don't know if I want a whole lot of those, a lot of blues. We'll put a different red. There, that's good enough. I just didn't want all blue and white packages. Give it a little color. So what we're going to do next is get that tear and tape back that I know where it was this time. And on the front of this, I'm going to put a piece of tear and tape along those presents like that. It's okay if it's a little over. Pull this off. Now, I will happily send you all the pieces to make these cards with a $35 order. You'll get some for all 5 projects, even though there's 3 cards. I'll send you the stuff to make the candy holder and the bookmark also. I lost my pickup. There it is. All right, now I'm just going to put this in the back of the pickup. There we go. Now I want the tree to also be in the back of the pickup. So I'm going to add a little tear and tape just because it's easy to manipulate, in my humble opinion. All right, I'm going to put a little piece of tear and tape down along the bottom of my tree. Peel it off. Fold up the excess. Now I want my tree to kind of look like it's in there a little bit with the pickup. I can fix it so it looks like it's on top of all those presents. So we have some tree poking out back here. However, when you get it where you want it, just push down. You have a little puzzle built back here. Okay, so we're done with this for a minute. We're going to set this up here. Put this away. Let's get our card again. This is Misty Moonlight, and I'm so happy Misty Moonlight came back. I really am a fan of Misty Moonlight. And this is our new boho blue, and it is so pretty. It matches this very nicely. And I'll use my runny glue for lack of something better close to me at the current moment. Sometimes I like it, sometimes not so much. Just because I don't like the bumps. All right, so we got that. Now this is, like I said, a piece of that one horse open sleigh. The red is very pretty, but I like this side better. And I have enough to do 6 card kits of this. So you like how I got all that in the back of the pickup? Well, if you've ever seen me load any kind of vehicle in real life, you realize I use quite a bit of the space. It's like you don't come home from the big city until everything's touching the roof on the inside of the SUV, or the pickup is loaded in the back. Now, I was going to stamp on this, but I forgot, so we will still take care of that. So I wanted to give it just a little more grounding, and in the stamp set, there is some lines here that I'm just going to add to the card. Here, if I can find where my lines are. Long and skinny. And I chose to use crumb cake because I thought it blended in with these colors down here already. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a little here and just kind of give it a little, like it's not floating on air, right? And then it actually belongs there. Okay. So that's where the pickup's going to go. We will put some Wink Stella. All right, put some Wink Stella on the tree. I can do this later, but I usually forget. Put some on the wrapping, some of the packages, and there might be a little frost on the window here. All right. There probably won't be sparkles on the tires. All right, so let's flip this over. Oh, I was going to add, oh, it can have white walls, right? It's an old enough pickup that it can have white walls. Grab some dimensionals. So where I live, this is actually not called hi Carol. This is actually not called a truck. It's called a pickup. A truck is more of a larger piece of equipment than this. So where you're from, is this a truck or a pickup? I get in trouble if I would call this a truck in front of my immediate family that I married into. How am I going to do this? All right, that looks good. All right. Actually, I'm going to move back a little bit. It's covering up my gate. I don't want to cover up my cute little gate. All right, there, that's better. There. Parked out in the middle or driving through the road. Now I'm going to put words on this. You already saw me stamp it. Wishing you a festive Christmas. And I'm going to just go ahead and, do I want to go this way or this way? Actually, I think I'm going to go this way. So I take one of these, I cut it in half, and then tear and tape is the name of the game today, I think. I'm going to go ahead and put a piece of tear and tape there. Put a piece of tear and tape here. Add this one, just kind of line it up, and it will give it just a little more of a base. Thank you, Carol. And there you have it. So I just used the blue one and a white one, and I made it just look a little more colorful. Now, one thing I've discovered with, just a second, with this is it's a lot of fun to take apart. This is the natural wavy trim, natural wavy trim. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this. Now, once it's cut, it becomes kind of fun. So I'm going to grab my Stampin' seal. Just kind of random there. And you can take one side and just pull it out. Separate it so it doesn't think it has to be together forever. And I did that wrong. I should have gone the other way. I should have done this. There. Okay. Easiest thing to fix in the world. So I'm just going to lay them down kind of sort of there. They don't have to be the same length. They don't have to. And then this is what's left, which is cute. But if you grab the other two, you can pull them out. They go all the effort to make this really pretty ribbon, and we just take it apart. So there's that. Now I'm actually going to use this little piece in this way. I've tried to take that piece apart and it doesn't come apart as easily. So it can stay together. Now I do want to get some of my larger dimensionals, and oh, there. I'm stuck to the dimensional sheet. I'm going to use those up anyway. All right. And here we go. Oh, Christmas in July. That one did not get out the other end. Oh, it folded over with the dimensional. Just a second. We have a rescue in progress. It folded over. Okay. All right. And then it just kind of gives it kind of a rusticy, ropey look, and you can trim it up as you want. So there is card number 1. You call it a pickup. Okay, Shirley. All right, so there is card number 1. Here was my sample that I actually did some sample ahead of time. So this one I got the wheel wells, the fenders, or no, wheel wells. Wheel wells, we'll call that. And I did put some sparkle in that, but besides that, it's pretty much, and this is real red and this is cherry cobbler. So either one would work there. All right, so that is card number 1. And let's move on to card number 2. Now this is also, I'm going Christmas in July-ish with it, but you could easily make this card for whatever occasion you choose. So I'm using shaded spruce, and we're going to use the presents again. This is one that I saw from, I'm kind of adapting from one of the artisans that Stampin' Up! Has hired to do samples, and I'm not going to get to see where it, and it was a gal that was from, I think, out of the United States. Oh, I had it on my iPad. I thought I saved it to my iPad. It's not on my iPad, so sorry, I can't do anything with it right now. But this, I'm just going around the edge. I don't know why I do that. Reach over myself. Just randomly going around the edge with presents. So if your person loved blue, you could use blue and do this. And we're just making our own little border. I want this one to be good because it's at the top. It might actually be seen. So just random-ish. Okay, so there's that around the edge. The presents are around the edge. All right, so we're going to set that aside. Now the next thing we're going to do, I use the deckled rectangle dies. I miss the stitched rectangles, I'll admit it, but this is the deckled rectangle dies. And it's the one, I didn't measure which one it was. It's the one that the pickup just fits on, because that's what's going on next. The next card is a fun fold, so stick around for that one. All right, I'm actually going to go up a little bit. There we go. We got a good looking pickup. And we let me see here. I'm going to go with this one. I'm going to give it something to sit on. Just a little bit. Okay, a little shadowy area. And we're going to go. What color did I decide I was going to do? Green. That one's going to be green. Well, this one can be green too. This one can be a red pickup. We're doing the Christmas theme. We'll go with red again. Okay. We'll do red. Like I said, you could color this in if you wanted to with markers or colored pencils or any of the above. All right, that didn't color in very well right down here, but that's okay. I can fix that with a marker. I have the black Stampin' Wright marker right here. There we go. That one's fixed. All right, red, real red. Real red. I'm not seeing it in my bundle. There we go. All right. Now, line it up. That's all right. It's getting kind of splotchy, but it's okay. So the next thing we're going to do is add some presents. Now, this person has got to be a grandparent, because when you see the amount of presents that are going to get hauled in this pickup, you're going to know they're definitely a grandparent. So what I did earlier is I took some of our masking paper and I made and cut out some presents. Like I said, when I go shopping, I go shopping. And I made another set. Now, this is called masking if you're not familiar with it, and it just covers up where I already stamped, so I cannot stamp there again. I did 3. I think I could have done less, but I did 3 sets. Because honestly, this bottom one could come off. Now, with Stampin' Ups, make sure you put it on your skin, touch the adhesive a lot, that kind of thing, so it will come off your paper without taking your paper with you. All right, see, I only needed 2. And we're actually just going to throw this one in just because it's easier. And I'll grab one from below. I'm going to have to fix the coloring on that pickup because it's bugging me already. All right, we're going to do one more. You know what? We're not. We're going to leave it. That looks like a good place to stop. That looks like a grandma load of presents, doesn't it? Grandma and Grandpa are coming down the road. So there you have all the presents. I wish maybe I can get that up on my iPad now. No, it's just not coming. sometimes they put them in chronological order and as to when they were taken, and I can never find them again in my. All right, Real Red. We need to fix the pickup. It's stamped, but I don't like the way it's stamped. So here's Real Red. And since all of Stampin' Up! Inks go together, coordinate, one Real Red is the same as the other. So I can just fill this in, the spots that I don't like, with the marker. Now the blend would work a little differently, but that's okay. Oh, we lost the shine on the top of the pickup, but it's got a little presence, so there's no light reflecting off of it. All right. All right, so we've got it out. Add a little here and there. For gifts, my recommendation would be to make decide on a color palette and just kind of go with that. But if it's like under my tree, it could be absolutely anything. All right, so this is the Regals. We're going to stick with Regals just because I am not going to get out a whole other set. I have not had these markers forever, and I splurged when I earned a 50% off coupon, and I got the markers. 50% off coupon. It wasn't a coupon, it was the 50% off for having for Stampin' Rewards. So, yeah. You can earn a 50% off item, and I chose the marker collection. What would you choose for 50% off Stampin' Up! If you could? I don't know what this is. Might be trailing behind. I might have messed up on that one. Oh well. It's all good. So here's some green. I usually like the brush tip end, but for little spaces, even I like the other. You love the new markers? I do too. I do too. All right, this is when I get quiet. Sorry, I get quiet when I'm coloring. And get a red one in, an orange one in there. Like I said, Grandma's coming to town. And we could go on and on and on and on and on and color more. I will add some Linktr.ee because presents are sparkly, right? Especially if they're coming from Grandma and Grandpa. All these ribbons and bows. Awesome. Yeah, I probably should have done those a little differently, but it's okay. While I have these out, I'm going to grab the neutrals. So yeah, if you can get all 4 of these and get a discount. All 4 packs. So this is Smoky Slate. I didn't tell you what the other ones were. I'm sorry. They were all Regals though, so that wouldn't be hard to figure out. And what else? What else? I think we'll leave it there. When you see it in pictures, it might have more color on it, but you don't need to watch me color more. So we're going to go ahead and add this. We're going to just do it a little cattywampus. Oh, sorry about that. And then we'll get our card back that we stamped. And we'll use some of these dimensionals that wanted to be used so badly because they stuck to my fingers. Now they don't want to peel off. And then I have a fun fold card coming up that is so stinking cute. And it's not for Christmas. You would love to have all the new markers? Yes. They are awesome. You could always host a Stampin' Up! Party. All right, I'm going to kind of try to center the white. Let the red be a little off kilter. And then we have, I used the same shaded spruce and white. And we're going to go ahead and put special delivery. And I have it on a block. And I need to find my ink. It's usually right in front of me. And it is under markers. As you can tell, when I'm done, my craft space looks like a tornado. All right. Special delivery. And I think I'm going to go ahead and grab white. Maybe I should dye this green. Not today. We'll leave it white. Maybe. See if we like it. All right. We'll do this. We'll do this. I don't use my Stampin' Steel correctly, so then I have a hard time getting it started. All right. And glue dot. Those glue dots are amazing for putting on. I got my new end on my Take Your Pick tool. If you follow me, you know I'm very excited about the new Stampin' Up! Ones. If you don't follow me, go ahead and click over in the corner in the video if you're on YouTube, and it'll let you know. Follow me, sign up for my newsletter, do all the stuff if you want to see more from me. So we're going to do that. And I think that thread is a little long. It worked. Okay. There. I'll trim these off a little bit. And I'm just going to add No, I'm not. I'll add some tear and tape. Stampin' Seal did not want to work over a bumpy thread. So there. You have it. Special delivery. Another Christmas in July card. If you're ready to get started on your Christmas cards, here you go. But like I said, this one you could color up for any color any person. Oh, thank you, Kay. Yep, this bundle is, if you haven't ordered it yet, it should be available again this week. This week, it should be available. All right. Just saw a little more red I wanted to touch up, and I can do the rest of that later. So one last card. This one is a fun fold. This is my grand finale. I did not have a sample of that one, so. Okay, let me find some space here again. All right. Got to remember how I did this one. I did this one first the other night, and it is so stinking cute. All right. So I need to, this is kind of an adaptation of one that Julie Salva did, but she didn't do it with this bundle. I just got the card dimensions from her. So you start off with a 4 by 11, 4 1/4 by 11, sorry. You know, the usual half a sheet of paper. Score that. Then I have pattern paper that is 4 by 5 1/4, you know, the standard next layer. Then I have another, and I'm using Very Vanilla because it matched my paper. So this is score. This is, let me check my cheat sheet. I've got my measurements over here. This is 9 1/4 by 4, and it is scored at 2, 4, and 6. So let me do this. All right. So to get started, we're going to go ahead and glue this piece of paper. And it's from the fishing set, in case you didn't see that. Yeah. This is, yeah, from the fishing paper, and I don't remember the name of it, but it's the Gone Fishing paper, whatever it is called. Get that set. I don't know the name of this fold. It doesn't look like a fun fold yet, but believe me, it is a fun fold. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Stylish Shapes. If you don't have these, you need them. I actually have 2 sets because I use them so much, and sometimes when I'm cutting out for a bigger crowd, I can run 2 through the machine at a time, but you need at least 1 set. And all right, so I'm going to set this here. I need to kind of get it centered up a little bit. I'm kind of happy with where it is. Does that look about right? I'm going to use some tear and tape to keep it where it's supposed to be. This is the largest square in the Stylish Shapes. And just to check before it's too late, I'm going to grab my ruler and just measure. Okay, it's 1/2 inch. And not quite a little over 1/2 inch. So I could budge it over this way just a smidgen. All right, now I've got the whole thing cattywampus. I think that should do it. All right. Ruler. Just over half an inch. Half inch. Oh, we could be here all day doing this. All right. I think. Okay. Yeah. We could do this all day long. A little bit here and a little bit there and a little bit this way and a little bit that way. All right. I'm going to run this through the machine. I don't have room on my table right now, so I'm just going to run it through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Open it up. You only have to put it on one. You don't have to do it through both sides. Since you're going through cardstock, glue, and pattern paper, it's a tough crank, but it works. All right, there you go. And I hope we did it right. Okay. Okay. Now we need to save this because we're going to use it. All right. But we don't need the die. So we'll put it away kind of sort of so we don't lose it. That doesn't look like it's right. Did I wiggle it and squiggle it too many times that it's off? Nope, it's just right. But it's the plaid that knocks it off a little bit, but that's okay. So this is part of our card right here. Next, we're going to do some stamping. Okay. So we're going to set this aside and we're going to set this aside. So we have a little, this is cut from Stylish Shapes also, and the pickup just fits on here. So it's that size one. Oh, you know what? I don't want to do this right now. Scrap paper. And I need a Post-it note. So I'm going to just put a Post-it note about, and this is not what I did with my sample. Really, you see my sample, you'll go, oh, glad we didn't have to watch her do that. Okay, so kind of line it up so it's equal. And then I'm going to get the Daffodil Delight and a blending brush. And we're going to start at the center and go out. Start at the center and go out. All right. And peel that up because we're done with that. Hope this is going to work. If it doesn't work, we'll start that part over. Now we're going to take our pickup. And just below the horizon line that you created, we're going to go ahead and just stamp the pickup. Like I said, it just barely fits lengthwise on this square, but that's what we're going for. Okay. And we're going to, this is got to be the cutest part of the whole stamp set. I haven't used it yet. Look at this teeny tiny little Farm Fresh. Isn't that just so cute? So this is not a Christmas card. This is a summer card. Farm Fresh. Okay. And I need to wash off my truck. You know what? Nope, I don't need to wash off my truck. We're going to use the markers. Then I don't have to wash off that stamp. Okay. I'm going to do this stamp next. This has got buckets of flowers. Coming in from the farm. And most of them today are going to be, what color will they be today? Maybe something bright and cheery. Ooh, melon mambo. That would be bright and cheery. Might not go with our color scheme, but it will be fine. All right, I need to find out where these go. Maybe they don't have a home. Maybe they just plop. Yeah. Yeah, we're good. We're going to let it go. Maybe I was upside down. Yeah, I might have been upside down. All right, it's fine. We can fix it. All right, now we're going to go with green. We need a green pickup. We're going to use Mossy Meadow. You know what? We're going to use Old Olive because it's just a little bit lighter. And we don't want to mess it all up. So I hope this works. I don't want like lines in my coloring. So if it doesn't work, I'll use the stamp on top of it, right? But since there's yellow in the green, it will just look like the sun is coming, shining through the window. Right? All right. All right, markers, don't make me miss my blends. I challenged myself not to use my blends this week. It's been a tough challenge, but it's working okay. I know, sorry, I get quiet when I'm coloring. All right, I'm going to do this fender too. One more time. That seemed to be where I could see my lines. And the fenders can be just a little bit darker. Okay, so that's where we're going to stop there. This one, I need some buckets in the back that have the beautiful flowers in them. The beautiful flowers need some love, but they didn't turn out so beautiful. But it will be fine. You'll see. That is gray granite. That's another one I can use back here. And then I'll do this one again. All right. And I'm going to use this one here. We're almost ready for the fun fold. Are you ready for the fun fold? It's so cute. It's fun. Of course it's a fun. It's a fun fold. All right. And black. The black one is over here. Black doesn't go with a set. You have to buy black separately. It's the only one you can get by itself. All right, I need to fix those leaves. Those leaves are scaring me. Garden green. All right. We're just going to add some color. And if you just bend the brush gently, it gives it a leaf-like pattern. See what I mean? There we go. So I'm just doing that randomly, and it will fill in all of our weird spots with that stamp. That was the first time I'd used that stamp. Could you tell? Yeah. I used the daisy one when I did the truck. So might have been better to do it differently. They're not too bad. Buckets of flowers, right? They're buckets of flowers. We won't have this one floating either. Okay. Now I am going to take, we might just do the sunflowers on the inside. All right. So now we have this one. This big piece is going to be the bottom, so we're going to stamp on here. And we're going to stamp, every day is a fresh start. And that is right here. It's the one that I had to save from getting lost. So every day is a fresh start. Perfect. And I'm gonna do the sunflowers down here. Because they're easy. I thought I needed to branch out. I kind of like the sunflowers better. And sunflowers. It'll all be fine. Oh. They're just bigger and easier to see. And Cajun Craze for the center. There we go. All right. Are you ready? We're going to do the fun fold now. So this is the inside. This is the bottom. We're going to put adhesive back here. So get our card, open it up. It goes on the inside with the same kind of margin around, but you're only doing that bottom flap. Okay. So then we're going to add adhesive here and here and here. Here. And here. How much room do I have at the bottom? Oh, I've got enough. Okay. And then just as close to the edge. All right. So it's going to go there. All right, are you ready? We're going to close it. So it's on the other side of this. So when you open it, there you have it. Now, remember that piece I told you that we needed? This one? We're going to flip it over and use the back side. Put some adhesive on this bottom part, not up here, on this bottom part. Pop this in to the hole. It came out of the hole, so it will go right back in. I've got some Post-it note tape crumbs. All right. This cute little one, the cute little part that we did, is going to go on top of that. Centered. All right. Then I'm going to add my long skinny. This says sending you sunny thoughts. And I have some scraps ready to go for this. I hope it's long enough. I did not measure it. Yes, I did. Okay, sending you sunny thoughts on a scrap of, it's like a 1/2 inch of Very Vanilla. I will send you all the pieces to these kits, to these cards, with a $35 order. So be thinking about that. Everything will be cut and measured and ready to go. I cannot do any stamping for you. And then this is just a scrap of Mossy Meadow. I did not get that lined up very well. Mossy Meadow is, or tear and tape is forgiving sometimes. Sometimes not. Not tear and tape, Stampin' Seal. Worked. It was fine. All right. Now remember what we did with this last time? I'm gonna do the same thing. Actually, I have one inside. This is where I stick my ribbon if I don't use it. I think it's long enough. I stick it on the inside so I don't have a bunch of ribbon all over the place. So pull those out. Pull those out. This is the one that we can go all the way down. I had them kind of mixed up. Add the fibers. Kind of randomly, haphazardly. This is a long class, but you got 5 projects out of it. I'll show you all 5 in just a minute. Now, the first 2 were kind of little cheaters, but that's all right. Not cheaters, just quickies. They weren't big, long card projects. We also use all the fibers, so we stuck it all on. I could have made it shorter and just had them come out the ends, but I didn't. So this is what we have. All right. I'm going to go ahead and use some of these dimensionals that I cut on the edge so I can use up this sheet because it is being annoying. So, Truckin' Along bundle. It's available from Stampin' Up, hopefully again this week. The punch is already available. So, here we go. Sending you sunny thoughts. That's why I put the sun behind. And then, oh, it's kind of hot. There's the fun fold. Every day is a fresh start. So this doesn't fit in my camera very well. So here we go. And then it comes. And then this is your writing spot. You can put a piece of pattern paper here, but I just decided I didn't want it. So I've seen this done with circles. I had never seen it done with squares. So that's why I thought I would try that. I might. I don't know. So there's that one. Here is my sample. Let me show you my sample. If you're a demonstrator and you watch during the Creativity Now, you saw them do this with maybe some watercolor. I tried to do the watercolor. And
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
I decided not to do the watercolor because it was very time consuming and I'm not very good at watercoloring. So those are the two markers, watercolor, trying to make it look like a rusty old pickup in the sunshine, but the rest is all the same. So I'll send you one card kit for this, everything measured out and ready to cut. This is my card. And this was project number 3. Here's project number 2. So when you get it, if you want to do watercolor, that's great. I'd love to see it. And then here's project number 1. No, project number 1. So 1, 2, 3. And then there was this cute little bookmark that I showed you that is just 2 put together, but works fantastically for a bookmark for the kids. And here is the little truck that I showed you how to make. And it has a Hershey nugget in it. If you want, you might have to make the box a little bigger for, I think, Andy's mints or whatever else. But there is the little truck. So I will send you the card kits and the project kits, all the paper and everything you need for all of these. Might even throw in a Hershey nugget. You never know. So thank you for crafting with me tonight. Remember to subscribe to my channel. Remember to sign up for my email, and you can do all that through this link right here. And subscribe to the channel by going down here. And yeah, be ready to order when it comes. I will be letting everybody know that that it's available again, because you have to get this truck builder this trucking along bundle. My hair is getting worse today. The curls. Anyway, have a great week. The rest of your weekend. I don't think I should have done that. Have a great rest of your weekend, and thank you for crafting with me. Bye-bye.